What's going on? My name is Zac Holcomb. Welcome back to Kicking It With. This is a special emergency breaking news heightened alert. Pull your pants up and watch this one. Episode 9.5. Welcome. We have Noah Justice here joining us today. Noah, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me. I'm kind of excited to be here. It seemed like it was I needed to come home. I've been in Raleigh.
Yeah.
I was in Raleigh earlier, so that the Ramroads, for all you Tar Heel fans, Stacey's gonna take you down. But we were up here in Raleigh, and I felt like I needed to come back because of a post that was made, and I felt like I needed to explain myself.
Yeah, you
I'm here.
A little suggestion today on the Facebook, and then I went ahead and was like, oh, that seems like an interesting point of view, and I'm a big person, a big proponent of sharing the points of views of all folks, so I shared it.
Yeah.
And then here we are.
Yeah. I mean, it was very interesting to see some of what's going on and the contrast between Zac's and mine. So it was very interesting. It's telling.
Yeah, very interesting. So I appreciate everyone that came and spent the time this evening to go ahead and engage with the content that we've shared. Your post, basically, just a straight up share. And we got, at this point in time, 83 comments. Pretty fantastic. So we were rolling about 30, 33, and we were like, hey, what's up? What are you doing tonight? May as well jump on here and make a little quick emergency special news breaking news episode to kind of chat about, like, I wanted to give you the opportunity basically to come on and explain to people a little bit of the rationale or the perspective or like where you were actually coming from behind the post and the words that were in the post, whereas it's fake book, as my dad likes to call it. So everybody likes to just jump down your throat, and what you'll notice is some people don't even read the actual post. They just read the comments and then they comment. And it's like, no. Go back. Hey, first of all,
yeah,
you shared it. Very great post.
Yeah.
Now, explain it to me a little bit. Let me go back. Let me read the entire post.
Okay.
All right. Noah Justice. PSA. To all my Kinston folks, whether you live here or moved away, there's a rebirth happening. A positive shift in industry and lifestyle. I've been lobbying for putting the G back in Kinston for a couple of months now. The reasoning is that hashtag Kinston with a G reaches as many as 200,000 more people than hashtag Kinston on the daily. Hashtag Kinston with a G, and I'm inferring that, has been used over 1.4 million times just on Facebook, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Hashtag Kinston, without a G in this town, has only been used 16,000 times, which I don't know what the math is there, but it's quite the variable.
Yes.
And then you stated simple math, hashtag trust the science. So what does that mean?
Well, I mean, we know the statistics. We've all been through statistics. Some have passed, some have failed, but they're used to skew things in one direction or the other. Somebody told me one time that statistics were, that only statistics didn't lie, but statistics were used by liars.
Yeah, you can use statistics to infer whatever you do.
That's right. So anyway, if we're going to do that, you look at the numbers on trying to get traffic to an area. I think everybody that's in Kinston would like to have a lifestyle that their kids would either like to grow up in, actually stay here and not leave. I mean, or either be happy to come back to where they've got some places to go that are different than when they were here when they were growing up. I mean, that's the basis of what I was saying, is just trying to draw more traffic into Kinston and what it's doing. There's a lot of things going on. We've got, big things happening at the airport, Fly Exclusive, FRC East, Draken. There's so many of them out there, Spirit, Mountain Air Cargo. I mean, we've got some people that's been out there for a long time. It's attracted some good people. We've got some people here that are, that are moving in here from other areas, and they're great people and they're doers. They want to help, and it's just something that I know some of you don't want it to change. But the bottom line is, it has to. I mean, if we want our property values to get to do anything, if you're happy and complacent, and you want your kids to move off, then I don't know where you should go. Maybe Burgaw. Not knocking Burgaw, I love Burgaw, but anyway, I'm just telling you that there's places that welcome that. But we're seeing industry growth in Kinston, so therefore there must be something to match it and to compensate it. If any of you are really thinking about it, you should be thinking about probably trying to start a business or doing something that would help you. I mean, I'm not doing anything negative. All I was doing was just bringing awareness that just simply by tagging Kingston, which we were, regardless of what anybody wants to say, we were Kinston before we were Kinston. And that was the only thing, is putting the G back. I mean, maybe we should say the G stands for gratitude. Maybe God. Make it sound something that really makes you, feel attached, so you can have some pride. I know there's a lot of people, and I've said it myself, it got so frustrating with leadership and everything else. By God, but it happens at the grassroots. People have got to take accountability, and we're not seeing it. We're not seeing anybody taking responsibility for their actions at any level. It's time for people to start thinking, we need to do something different. And I've played both sides of the coin. Noah Justice is just a pseudonym. Facebook is not real, people. Don't believe everything you see or hear. There'll be another episode about that. But anyway, we just need to try and calm down first before we react. I was the one that said the post. I'm the one that deserved all the hate that Zac got, and I did too. But we're not changing any signs. We're just doing something to possibly bring revenue to our economy. I was raised in an era where it was the top. It was the peak. It was the place where, the mall had not an empty parcel. The upper floor was filled. The bottom floor was filled. The top of the hill was filled. We had 4 movie theaters going on at one time. This was great. Queen Street was packed. Heritage Street was packed. We had things going on. And there's no reason it can't get back to the rebirth. That gives your kids an opportunity to get in the job market early, maybe helping out doing certain things. Man, that's where we need to get back to. And now that everything's happening on the level that it's happening, you see things happening all over Lenoir County in different areas. Look, it's time that leadership really starts listening to the youth, because it's their time. They're going to be, they're Americans' paycheck. They're going to make less than what our families had before if the things keep getting the way it's going. Everybody can acknowledge that. And don't want to get on that. But anyway, my post didn't do anything except try and bring attention to Kinston, try and bring something positive for once. Because I've been a naysayer. I've been a non-believer, but it's the truth. Everybody should be on the same page. And I don't know what else. I'm sorry. I just get on a rant sometimes. I got on my soapbox. And Zac, you give me the opportunity. I'm sorry. Okay. All I can tell you is it's a fact. We should be singing off the same sheet of music, and we're not. We want to say we are, but we're not. You put your faith in something other than man. Put it somewhere else first, and you can get it through yourself. Then it can go out to everybody else. But if we keep infighting, we're never going to get anywhere. And this post was not directed at any other way but changing signs. Come on now, people. We're in a virtual world. Yeah. Exactly. We're in a virtual world.
If we're losing traffic because, oh man, they're just going to build a bypass around Kinston, and then you're going to lose all that traffic. That beach traffic's going to go away. This guy is telling you a way in which you can hashtag your post in Kinston and say, Kinston, downtown Kinston. Hashtag Kinston, too. And you're going to be put into so many more people's feeds. And if you're a business owner and you sell, maybe if you're a business owner and you sell a product to anyone outside that doesn't walk through your doors. I know a lot of businesses out here, they do e-commerce.
Yeah.
They may be a boutique, but they sell stuff on the internet. So why not put hashtag Kingston? And who knows, some knucklehead from Kingston, enter here, might buy a flippin' dress from you. Yeah. That's what he is saying. Yeah. Where you lose physical car traffic because there may be a bypass coming, you can pick up a lot of e-traffic by putting hashtag Kingston in addition to what you're already putting on all your posts.
That's the only thing it was. It was just a simple thing that just help the rebirth. I see it coming. We're everything is in the right place. There's people in the right place. There's a lot of doers out here. There's a lot of doers. There's a lot of things going on, and it's just something exciting to see. I would love to see it where the kids would hang around, end up going to other jobs. It's a difficult time out here. So, that was all I was going for. It was nothing It wasn't about changing street signs. It wasn't about doing any kind of, really, it was really taken to a different, I didn't expect it. The contrast in what he got and what I got on mine, I might have maybe 320 followers, 320 friends on Facebook, but I've got a lot more friends than that. And it's something that, I don't really, I don't give a friend request because I don't know if people, subject themselves to my style or what it is. It's a book. Make sure you disclaim it. I think my absence of words might end up starting to spit, but no, I've always kind of just looked at it as it was virtual. It was not real. And now everything is kind of becoming, the new reality is virtual reality. And whether it's sitting here on this podcast or doing anything else, if we don't recognize that it's different from reality, that it's not the real thing, what I'm telling you, I'm not trying to make anybody think anything different. All I'm trying to say is, we need to stop, and everybody's going through something. And we just need to be better to people. We need to try and bring it up. And the only way to do it is in the communities. You're not going to change it from the outside. You're not going to hit DC and change them. You're not going to hit the state and change them. It starts in communities. And with the right people in place and the right people doing things, it's amazing what growth you see. It's attractive to good people. They want the good places to live. And one of the reasons we moved back was because we had good childhoods here. And we didn't have to be here. We were living in Raleigh. We moved from Raleigh back here. It just didn't seem right. I had the best childhood I could ask for. I would never change it in a million years. I met some of the greatest people I've ever met in my life right here. And it's just, if it offends everybody like it offends them, I'm sorry, but that's the way I feel. I want to see business grow. I want to see children be able to grow up here, start a business, and try and thrive and make their dreams, because that's what it's about. It wasn't anything. Zac didn't deserve that. I did, and I'm welcome to it. If you got something, I was going to do a dance, and it was going to be a silhouette, because my name's Stacey Heath to start with. Noah Justice is a pseudonym on Facebook. It's a book. So anyway, that's where it comes from. When Facebook asks you what's on your mind, do y'all really tell them what's on your mind? Well, I do. And that's where it comes from. And it's coming from the heart. Yeah, it is. But yeah, to some it is. You got to know who your shadow is. We can all project from the ego. We got to work from our persona most of the time if we're going to get truth out. So you got to know who your shadow is first. Anyway, that's another story. But that was my barefoot Buddhist days. But anyway, it's just he didn't deserve it. That's all I can tell you.
I'm not really sweating it. I really appreciate all the extra engagement, because what y'all didn't know in the moment was
y'all put the G back in, baby. Thank you. Thank you.
Back for my man right here. Yeah, y'all are putting the G back.
Y'all are doing it.
And what we like about that, we actually enjoy seeing, is how much y'all want to stand up for your town. Y'all care about it so much. Yeah. Even from afar. A lot of people that weren't even still living here were getting on this, isn't it?
Mm. It doesn't make any sense.
If you're not living here anymore, and I am, and you're like, you're an outsider, how dare you try to change my town? It's not your town. You flipping left, bro. If you leave, don't get on anyone that's here doing it. A. But B, we weren't really actually trying to change street name signs or street signs or anything like that. Yeah. It was just more or less, it was my guy right here, and he had a post that it provoked my thought a little bit. I was like, shoot, I'm a hashtaggy guy. And I could be getting extra views and extra eyeballs from around the world on my stuff in this town, which is what I'm really trying to do anyway. But I could be doing it just by intentionally misspelling a hashtag.
Yeah, that's
the point the man's making here.
Yeah.
Not to mention, if you look at the last 50 posts shared by the Noah Justice page, you would probably figure out that a lot of it is he's kind of like thought-provoking in a funny, comedic way. Yeah. If you can't see through that, it might be a little dense, but
well, we all ought to know the truth by now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the guy's on his 17th Facebook profile. And y'all taking every word like it's from open.
It's not real.
I do appreciate
it's not real.
I do appreciate that my every post is under so many eyes of people that I generally don't get engaged from.
That's great.
And that was the thing. I would say over 50% of the people that were commenting generally, and I like everyone that comments, and everyone that follows. and just okay, but in general, there's a lot of comments from people that I usually don't see engagement from, which is great. That's what we like. So don't take any of it personal. If you took anything that you had happen to you in that post or personally, please don't take it that way.
Yeah, it's
This
not,
my man. He's just provoking fresh thoughts.
If you're out of the cage, you won't know what in the hell's going on. I promise you that. You need to look outside the box. Right now, you're seeing 2,000 bits of information when there's 2 million. So wake up, and we're all on the same page, but we just need to keep it going.
It was just thought provoking. It was just saying, hey, and by the way, like we said, y'all put the G back anyway because the fact that we were even like, let's just quit responding to the comments in text because it's hard. It's hard to infer inflection in text.
Yeah,
and so we were like, dude, you're coming back from Raleigh tonight. Let's just record this video and let's just give people, let's just explain to them why it was what it was. And so you got that from my man Noah / Stacey / in jail / Noah. Stacey Heath, man. And the guy's just been here and he's been caring about it and he's behind the scenes most of the time. And I feel like Travis is a little and so we're starting to pull him out, man. We're getting him excited. He's getting us excited. This energy comes over to us. And there's days where we're not feeling it, and he brings energy, and there's days he's not feeling it, and he brings energy. So it's called pulling ponies. It's a little thing, man. You put a couple of horses together, you start training them up, and then all of a sudden, per horse can pull way more.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's all we're trying to do here. But we do appreciate the engagement. Like I said, we appreciate the engagement a ton.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put the G back.
Yeah. It was quite funny. I mean, I'm not knocking anybody because you can't really say it. You can't.
Yeah, it's hard.
Some of you might have took it the way it was. I mean, there was one comment that said, "Can't you use both?" And absolutely, that's the whole point of it. Is that's what you're trying to do. And with the spark that's going on down here, I mean, you kind of want to see it happen. I mean, this place is magical. It's been through a lot of stuff. It's been through some wars. It's been through a lot of stuff. There's blood been shed here by families for centuries. So now, I mean, it's time for a rebirth. It's time to let the youth start really getting involved with what needs to happen here because it's going to be theirs, not ours. It's going to be theirs. And all I want to do is have a place for my kids to come home, be happy to go somewhere here because I couldn't keep them here. Why couldn't I keep them here? Well, years of leadership, for one, we need to sing off the same page. My kids are gone. I just want them to come back again. And I love Kinston. I've been here forever, and I left for 10 years. I came back. That's it. That's all it was. It wasn't anything to make anybody feel uncomfortable at all.
This is not an apology.
I still feel the way. It's still gonna. We're putting the G back, and y'all have helped it happen tremendously, and we appreciate it because what we want to happen here is going to be great for your kids, y'all, everybody. I just don't understand. Things are changing. This town is too beautiful to let rot away, and that's what's happening. If we don't get people in here fixing these places up, it's going to rot away. And some of you may not care, but I do, and that's just the way I feel. I am not apologizing. I'm 100% the way I feel. But thank y'all very much for helping us do that. That was incredible because this will go hashtag Kingston, hashtag Kinston from here on out.
Maybe even throwing a little hashtag don't get me.
Yeah, definitely. That's the problem with the world today. It's too easy to give up. And we're at a point in time where everybody just needs to stick together, be cohesive. Forget everything else that's going on outside of our community. It's about our community. Just go with it like that. Just try and be better. And I've been one of those people. I've been the most extreme on the other side. But it didn't mean I didn't love everybody on the other side. It just meant that I have a different perspective. And the perspective's always been the problem. If we don't do something about that, try and step in somebody else's shoes and see where they're coming from, we're never going to make a difference. And but I appreciate you having me on. I mean, when I saw what they were doing to you, I felt like, damn, I need to go on there. I need to.
Yeah, it's just more fun to explain yourself like this because you get to control the narrative of explaining where you're coming from. And if you just jump in the comments and battle with everybody else. I don't know who it was. You probably know. It's never wrestle with pigs. Both get there.
Yeah.
Still be covered in others.
Yeah.
Bernard Shaw.
Bernard Shaw.
Couple.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's all we're trying to do. No ill will. We're not unfriending anyone at all, so we really appreciate it, like you said. And this was episode 9.5, 9.5, special breaking, exceptional regional news bit with Stacey Heath / Noah Justice. We really appreciate it. And if you like this episode, you will not want to miss episode.
Sponsored by Additive America. Thank you.
That's it. Appreciate it.
Cheers.